How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to once again give you an episode review and recap. But this time it's of Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. This is my second time attempting this video. I was really considering giving you guys the broken first one, but you know what? I don't do that. I don't do that. Mm-mm. So, because I don't do that, I'm going to ask you to do something for me. Hit that like button. It makes other people see the video. Do not forget to share a comment of what you thought of either my video or the topic that I'm talking about. Hit the subscribe button if you aren't subscribed here, and do not forget to hit that notification bell to be notified of more videos just like this. And as always, share the video so others can see what a great time we are having. So Shikimori is not just a cutie. I said spring is the time of isekais and slice of life. This is technically a romantic comedy made by Keigo Maki. It's about Shikimori, pink-haired girl who is basically loving, obsessive, and overprotective of her boyfriend Izumi. But there's a reason for that. Izumi is wrought with bad luck, and it's not just bad luck. It's dang near supernatural what happens to this kid. It's amazing. So I've they've already had two episodes, the first one and the second one, and the third one should be premiering tomorrow. In addition to the fourth episode of I Hear, and I'm so behind on that. But don't worry, I'm gonna figure out how to get that to you. Pardon me. So I figured that I could just give you guys a rundown of what happened in the first two episodes, kind of do it in the way that I typically do my Marvel reviews or do my Netflix series reviews. But I want to hit some. I want to hit some notes here. I want to hit some high notes here because you really should watch this. It's really, really good, and I wanna see if I can find. I want to find these names so I can tell you the names of the side characters and why I call them what I call them. Because it's really hard. So, I already said Shikimori and Izumi. Shikimori is the pink-haired one. There is Shu Inuzaka. That is the other male friend. That's the close and best friend of Izumi. I might sometimes call him Inu, and yes, Inu means dog. There is also Kyo Nekozaki. I'm gonna call her Neko because yeah, and cats and dogs matter, especially for that first episode. And we also have Yui Hachimisu. Hachimisu is this blonde haired girl. She's smaller than everybody else, but she speaks slowly, and she's just a vibe, man. She is just chill. Um, uh, just super chill. But very, very observant. You know, sometimes her eyes look lifeless, but I like the color palette for her. The blonde with a touch of green looks really good. Not like this kind of green, but yeah, like that kind of green. Good job, microphone. So, the first episode is titled "Not Just a Cutie." We meet Izumi. I'm sorry. We meet Izumi's parents, his mother and father. Uh, I'm assuming that's his father, but the dude has lots of white hair. Could be granddad, but it could just be his dad's older, right? And initially, I thought his mom was weird for telling him, watch out for birds, stones, and what's what I'm looking for? Cars. As soon as he steps outside, he falls flat on his face from a rock. He dodges bird poop and almost gets hit by a car after he comes to Shikimori because he hates having her wait. This is their beginning of their second year in high school. So, you know, they're right there in the middle. And she ends up saving him from getting hit by a car. And like she's pressed against him. And I like the juxtaposition where her face looks so serious and, you know, with the blushing. And they have various levels of blushing here. It's like teasing, loving, caring, surprise, and awe and shock. And even the people on the street look at her. She's a cutie, just like Comey. There's some similarities to Comey Can't Communicate, except for the fact that we start off with boyfriend girlfriend, and we're not gonna build up to it. You guys know that Comey's gonna get with Todono, right? That seems pretty obvious. Um, excuse me. So at this moment, at this very moment, he has another thought in his head, and he in this first episode has a habit of speaking his inside thoughts on the outside. Because when she initially pouted, that's the juxtaposition I was speaking about. She's pouting because he says sometimes she's not cute. She's like, she wants to be cute to him, right? That's his girlfriend. but sometimes she's really cool. And in the second episode, we do see we see Izumi get a little bit jealous that other people can see how cool Shikimori is. But more on that when we get to episode 2. So in this one, uh, they all get in the same class, which is what Izumi wants. Um, we get a moment where Shikimori just demonstrates how she protects him again. An eraser pops out of a classmate's hand, hits a girl's shoe, hits the dry board. It's going to hit him, and she punches it, but it flips and hits her in the head. When she goes to clean herself off, 3 of his classmates go, "Man, you still got that bad luck, huh? Man, how did you land a cutie like her? Like, dude, you don't really do anything for her, right? Like, she's always protecting you." And she heard this when she was coming back. And she opened the door and they were thinking, oh crap, did she hear? And she asked for Izumi to walk her to the library. But right before she steps out of that room, because he went first, she looked over her shoulder and gave them the sharp anime eye look. Like if looks could kill, they would have been daggers inside of these boys. So as the school day ends, Inu, he wants to have fun after class because he doesn't have to work today. Look at him getting work. It's the culture in Japan is usually teenagers and high school students usually aren't allowed to work, but I think there are some special circumstances. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I do want to do some research on that. Given that there's so many slices of life, I would like to know, how does that work? Does it work like here, where you got to be 16 to start a job? I'm actually really really interested. Now, gotta go back to my notes. Now, they go bowling. Now, the plan is for Shikimori to lose and not do really well at bowling so she can look cute and be called cute by her bae. Neko calls Izumi her bae, which I think derives from B style culture. Another little interlude. B style culture was adopted from the American slash urban slash black people style of B boy style, which was made famous in the late 90s, early 2000s. Jumpsuits, Air Force Ones, shell toe shoes, things like that. If you look up B style, you'll see it. And I think calling someone Bay, and she literally calls him Bay, that might derive from that. That's kind of like a linking of modernizing some American terms or Western terms, I should say. So that's just my 2 cents. I think that might be what's going on here. But yeah, the whole thing is make her look cute. And she wants to look cute in front of him. That's her whole thing. He said earlier out loud, sometimes she's not cute. And she wants to look cute for her man. Uh, Inu and Neko, now this is where the names come into play, they're competitive. Whoever gets the lowest score, they have to treat the person with the highest score. And I thought it was just between them, but no, it's the whole group apparently. And Hachimisu's like, I'm not participating in this. But she does bowl. And you want to know how you want to know how unlucky Izumi is? My guy makes the ball go straight down the lane, and it veers at the last second. Only hits one pin on either side. That is the worst luck, and everybody was laughing. Now, right when it's Shikimori's turn, she's all ready to go. She's gonna do the dang thing and be cute for her man. He tells her, "Gumbody, good luck. I believe in you." That struck her heart and her soul, and she does what I like to call the hairpin of seriousness. She pulls back her hair, ties that bad boy up, gets a strike, gets a strike, gets a strike, gets a strike. You can see where this is going, right? Where she gets these strikes, and she ends up bowling the perfect game, which gets the attention of everybody in the entire. They don't call them bowling alleys anymore. The entire bowling center. There's a history why they don't call them bowling alleys anymore. But yeah, in the whole bowling center, and people, it's modern, so people have their phones to take pictures. Like, wow. So the trio, Inu, Neko, Hachimisu, they're walking home. Izumi and Shikimori, they always walk home together. But he's like, hey, oh yeah, you did win, and she was first, Neko next, Inu, Hachimisu, and dead last was our guy Izumi. And he's like, yeah, you did win, so I gotta get you something. I gotta do something. She's like, I want you to walk me home. And he's like, but I always do that. He's like, yeah, but that's what I want. and she stops some paper from flying into his face, which is very reminiscent of what happens in the intro. The intro does little flashes of things that a backstory and things that are to come, just like Comey Can't Communicate's ending does flashes of what's gonna happen and what's to come. Really good intro. I will definitely be putting the full intro and the shortened intro in the description, as well as the shortened outro and full outro, and I'll tell you why in a second. So he's like, "Man, I really feel pathetic that every time you protect me, like it's really kind of pathetic." And she stops and she goes, "When those boys are making fun of you or teasing you in the classroom, how does that make you feel? You didn't feel like mad or anything?" He's like, "No, because it's all true." He's like, "You do everything for me. I can't do anything for you. Like you're amazing, and here I am. He's basically conveying like he wants to do more for her. He wants to be something for her, and he doesn't realize it, but he is something for her. He's motivation, and this episode and the second episode are definitely gonna show you why. So before this conversation can continue, the sign from the top of a building falls towards this man. This is, you would think death itself wants him. And she does a Yor from Spy Family review coming out tomorrow when it airs style kick where she spin kicks and knocks the sign away. And he's like, huh, that was amazing. And they take each other's hands and she goes, no matter what anybody says, I don't care what they say, I'm gonna always be by your side. Excuse me. And we get a reverse. We get a straight reversal where it's like usually the guy is saying, I will never leave your side. I will always be there for you, saying these cool things. She says this cool thing, and his inside thought becomes an outside thought. He's like, my girlfriend's not always cute, but I love her. She gets flustered, and that's the great part. She is the protector in here. You don't get to see a lot of female protectors, especially in romantic comedies and slice of life and stuff like that. But not only that, she still has this cuteness. It's not just straight. I protect you. It's hard boiled. I'm a girl, but I'm acting like a guy, or whatever your parameters for that is. You understand what I'm trying to say. Like she's not just this hard boiled character. She has emotion and she loves, and he's definitely a stark contrast from a typical main character, male character. Dude, he gets protected. He gets it, and it's great, and it's cute, and it's wonderful. And the outro is in a video game style where they're walking down the street. Anything that comes his way, she's blocking, she's smacking twigs, smacking stuff out of the sky, tells the dog to go that way, picks him up to jump over skateboards. It's amazing. Please watch it. It's right down there. Just do it. It is fan flippin' tastic. Now, we're gonna go to, is there anything in particular I missed here? No, it is not. Really good first episode because we get the school part, then we get the bowling part. As opposed to what Comey Can't Communicate, which I'm not saying is not fantastic. Comey Can't Communicate has like 2 to 3 small stories that is building up to making, building up to this thing of having Comey, have her 100 friends. This seems like just separate stories. It's more traditional what we're used to, right? And the second episode is called Wind and Clouds Sports Ball Tournament. If the name didn't tip you off, it's a sports ball tournament, guys. Boys are playing basketball and soccer. Girls are playing volleyball and basketball. Now, pardon me. The only person that plays basketball is Hachimisu, which I'll tell you now. She's out of breath. She's panting. She's done. And she's so slow with moving. It's so funny and so cute. Uh, our boys, Inu and Izu, they're going to play soccer. They literally say soccer. And the girls, Neko and Shiki, yeah, well, Shiki. Funny enough, Neko Yaka calls her Michan, which is the me part of Shikimori, and then Chan just smushed together. It took me a while to understand that because again, they all speak in terms of last name. Shikimori is her last name. Izumi is his last name, just like Komi is her last name because Komi was her first name is Shoko. Yeah, Shoko, Mama Shuko, and brother Shusuke. Right. Is her name Shoko? Yeah, her name's Shoko. So, I digress. So for the sports ball tournament, they have our three heroines. They are going to put their hair in a tie to the side, even though it'll get in the way. And Hachimitsu looks like a cute little bow. She gets very big angry faces, especially when Nekoyaka's doing it, and it's adorable and it's funny. And I was wondering, thinking to myself, what if those two are going to be a couple? Even though I get vibes from her and Hachi and her and Inu. So, or maybe it's just a friend thing, you know. I digress. Of course, the lovers, the couple, they want to be able to support one another, but they can't. The boys starts at 11:20. The girls start at 11:35. So Neko and Shiki, they're gonna watch the guys do their thing because Hachi has to go and play basketball. While they're watching, this man's bad luck comes into effect again. His shoelaces snap and he falls down. He's gonna make a kick for a ball. The wind blows and he falls flat on his back. And as he sees his wonderful his girlfriend there, and their friend, who earlier he gave her good vibes and hoped that she wouldn't hurt herself, he gets hit flat in the face with a soccer ball after everyone's trying to tell him pay attention. To which Shikimori attributes this to just being clumsy and not bad luck. And she strokes and holds his face and notices a scar on his head. Once he's in the nurse's office, she's gonna catch up with Neko later for the whole volleyball thing. And she's wondering, how did you get it? And he's saying, well, I have scars like this all over my body. I used to have really, really bad accidents. The scar on his head was caused from a truck running into his home. Wow. She's able to easily believe it because apparently stranger things have happened to this boy. All right. Now, when she is about to, actually, I'm going to scroll through here because I felt like I was forgetting something. She says she worries about him and, asks that, he stay by her side. And when she heads off, he says, I can protect you too. And she kind of hears that. And she's like, you know what? I won't go. I'll just get in the bed with you. And he gets super flustered. And she's like, I'm just kidding. And he's pouting because she teased him. But when she goes outside, she puts her head against the wall. And she's like, I came on too strong. And I'm like, oh, she meant that. And I seem to be assured, especially by some spoilers, but I don't know where they fall in the timeline. And I haven't read the manga at all either. Apparently, they're gonna get even more closer, and that's gonna be cool because they seem to be already close. They seem to be into one another greatly. So she goes off. This whole entire time we're thinking about this ace person that's gonna make them lose. They're probably gonna lose, but they're gonna try their best. And it's this young lady called Kamiya. That's her last name, of course, Kamiya. Kamiya kind of looks over Shikimori and just kind of walks off silently. It's weird because the other girls are like, you can do Kamiya-san, and they're all on her side and blah, blah, blah. Even Neko-Yaka recognizes her. I guess they're both on the volleyball team. So it's time to go. And they're doing their volleyball thing. They get their butts kicked. They're getting their butts kicked, but the boys lost. Izumi called back up with them a little bit later. He was able to make it to the second half of the game. And Inu was so despondent. He's like, my summer's over. It's a phrase because they're in spring. And they make it to the game. And they go up to the stands with Hachimitsu, who has a loud horn and just going, good, you guys go get them, you win, blah, 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 blah. And he's up there. And, he sees that they're losing. They're down. It's 21-19. And this man, in this entire auditorium, gymnasium, goes, Shikimori-san, Gambare, I believe in you. And that's all she needed. She got her juice. It's time to, I wish I could show you this image right here, because that's the image, and I'm going to make sure that's the thumbnail of Shikimori pulling that hair back, taking that ribbon from the side and putting it in the back, and it's go time. She was able to receive every serve that Kamiya did, but she was slamming them, spiking them bad boys down. Nope. Now it's tied 21-21. Ooh. And then they won the game. Yeah, they win. 25, I think it was 25-23. Don't quote me on that. And he did such a great job. And one thing, towards the end, we see Kamiya kind of give Shikimori that silent eye again. Now, Neko Yaka paid attention to that when Shikimori's like, hey, what's going on? What are you looking at? She's I said, no, it's nothing. She's looking out for a girl, I can tell, but something's going on there. And it's interesting because Izumi says that he knows Kamiya. Could it be that maybe Kamiya likes Izumi and she's wondering why is Shikimori with him? Why is he with Shikimori? Some kind of level of disdain there, and I look forward to seeing however that develops. And this is just a theory of mine, um, but I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen with that. So, as the next game happened, the girls they won. Their was it second year homeroom class. The girls won, and now Nekoyaka and Shikimori are the stars, especially Shikimori. All the girls are gushing over her, and actually, this moment when she pulls back, Izumi's like, "Who's that cool guy?" And Inu has to be like, "Dude, chill out. That's your girl. That's your girlfriend. Just you're being goofy." And the girls are blushing. They want her autograph. They want selfies with her. They want pictures with her. They want autographs. And we even get to the ridiculousness part of it where Hachimisu makes a line for Neko for people to shake her hand and take her pictures, which is like, wow. And all Shikimori wants to do, she wants to eat lunch with her boyfriend, and they haven't been able to spend any time together. Now here is a juxtaposition. So in the beginning of the intro, we do see it looks like she's gonna lean over, kiss him, and she reaches her hand out and grab a baseball that almost hits this man in the face. This is now juxtaposed with our man Inuzaka. He stops another soccer ball from the outside coming through the window, hitting him in the face, and he takes it full on in the face. His jaw is swollen up and everything, and we get this moment where everybody's just kind of looking like, oh, what's going on? And Shikimori can't get through these girls. And then we get one of the funniest and greatest moments. Shikimori's like there's flowers, it's soft lighting because Izumi is checking over his friend and checking his face, and she gets jealous. And all the other girls see her angry face. They're like, oh, she's even cool when she's angry. And even our homie Inu is looking like, I can't tell if her look is saying get the hell away, or how get the hell away from my man, or how dare you. This is great. I like that. I like that she's at this level of how dare you're getting tender care from my dude. It doesn't matter if you're a guy, a girl, anything in between, or outside of those parameters. She's just no. So the day goes on, and throughout the entire day, Inuzaka is the one that's taking the hits for our boy. For some reason, a bucket of water fell. He stopped him from getting hit by that. Something else flies at him. He takes that, and he goes, "Hey man, you gotta walk yourself home. I'm gonna go home now. I can't do it anymore." And he just wonders how Shikimori can do it. So our boy, where am I at here? Our boy Izumi, he is walking and he's thinking. Wait, hold on. I got notes here, guys. Says he's really hopeless without her. Saved him from a bucket. Saved him from the evil vice principal. He almost bumped into that guy, and his homie did it for him. That's the second thing. He's like, Shikimori is so popular. She gets even more famous with every event that's happening. And he gets kind of jealous that other people get to see the coolness of his girlfriend. Like, he wanted that just for himself. And he stops at the stairs. I'm like, this dude is going to fall. He takes another step, and he slips. But here comes Shikimori out of nowhere and puts her arm around his waist and grabs him and holds him by the face and goes, who told you that you can go home by yourself? This is, I even wrote this in my notes. This is choice. This is amazing because his face is red. And she has the blush, but his face is red. It's like, damn, that's such a good moment. You expect to see that with the guy saving the girl, but no, this is great. And, he's wondering what she was doing there. And she's like, well, you left by yourself, right? He's like, well, you're a celebrity, and I didn't want to get in the way of that. And she's like, what are you saying? You're the only person I want to walk home with. And she's like, besides, I thought you were going to walk home with Inuzaka. And he starts laughing. He starts laughing at her. She's like, don't laugh at me. He's like, He's like, Shikimori, I was gonna wait for you at the entrance, just for wait for you at the entrance of the school so we could leave together. And she's all soft and melted and blushing. She's like, oh well, you should have said all that. She was spending more time with other people than him, and he tells her, I was gonna wait for you because I've been missing you too, and that's just, she gets all twinkly eyed and teary, and she tries to hold it in, and she holds in her tears and holds in that emotion, and says, well, you could have said that earlier, and then they leave, and we get that great ending. Now, there's one thing I didn't touch on episode 1, is when she kicked the sign, he made a statement saying, wait, did you just, and she's like, nope, don't say it, hush. And I think she's about to, it might have been like a Kamen Rider reference. Yeah, falls down. She got him from behind. Oh, wait. That's other notes. Sorry, that's my Moon Knight notes. Here we are. Izumi puts his hand, says cute. It's what people say, it's reverses. Girlfriend's critically cool. She gives him his bag. She's still flustered and says she's amazing. And he says she's amazing, and it's almost like, and she covers his mouth and says it's just a coincidence. He might have been saying that it's almost like Kamen Rider, because I remember one of the Kamen Riders. It might have been Kamen Rider Ryuki, where one of the riders had to save somebody from a falling sign. She's almost like she's a hero. So, first of all, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back because I just gave you guys 2 anime reviews recaps without going over 40 minutes. Hey, I will do more play by. I will do another. I will do episode 3, but episode 3 will be the play-by-play style. But let me know if you prefer me reviewing the animes like this, where I touch on the important parts, kind of like how I do my Marvel and movie and Netflix reviews. Let me know. I'll try to do it that way. Maybe I'll test the waters with Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. She's not just a cutie, she's an inspiration. I will give episode 1 a straight 5 out of 5. I enjoy the different view on a relationship. I love the fact that they're already in a relationship. I don't need to see how you get there. You can show me that in flashbacks and exposition later. You can tell me that later. I want to see how they interact and we get through this, because usually in shows they get together, they gotta wait to see these interactions, and we get all the cute moments with the will they, won't they. No, I'm glad that they have, and I want to see what's going to continue. That's just me. I'm the type of kid that always liked to watch Return of the Jedi because it's the ending. Thank you for showing me the ending. Now show me what happens after the ending, right? And for me, they're all together, so we're gonna keep going. 5 out of 5 because she is the hero and he is the maiden. Next, episode 2. That would also get a. You know what? I'm giving that one a 5 out of 5 as well, because dang it, we got to see. It's how often do you see someone get jealous in a relationship and it doesn't turn into like a big blowout and someone arguing and then fighting? The fact that they both will sit down and just communicate their feelings is like, well, I missed you. Well, I missed you too. Oh, damn, let's go home. 2 thumbs way up. 5 out of 5 for both of them. Just, yes. Please, let me know in the comment section down below. Are you interested in watching it? Have I enticed you to watch it? Have you seen it already? And you have some thoughts? Let me know. I see a lot of people complaining about Izumi. Guys, it's just first 2 episodes. Let it ride. As always, hit the like button so people can see the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And please hit the notification bell just so you can see other videos and know when they're coming out. And that's especially if you aren't new here. Do not forget to share the video so others can see what a great time we're having. That's right. I got you guys with 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4 animes. Oh my! Oh damn! No, it's 5. Oh damn! 5 weekly animes, Disney Plus show. I'm gonna try to do some more movies. I have not seen Sonic 2 yet, but it's been spoiled for me. So I will still watch the whole thing to give my full views on it. But yeah, as always, thank you for taking some time out to spend some time with me. Be good, be blessed. Wash your hands, wear a mask. Be safe out there, everybody. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. And I will most definitely see you next time.